Hi, I'm Katie Padiak, and this is Montessori Monday. Each week, I talk about a different element of Montessori philosophy and break it down so you understand what it means, and then talk about ways you can include some things in your home to support this idea. This week, we are talking about the prepared adult. Maria Montessori created an education system where the children were led to interact with the environment as a means of learning. In her education, the teacher was more of a guide connecting the child with that environment as a way to learn, whereas the teacher was not the leader and the one telling the information. She was merely a catalyst between the environment and the child. And this person needs to prepare themselves, or as Maria Montessori said, prepare their spirit to be able to guide the children in a very humble and kind, loving, generous way without a sense of pride and power, as was common for teachers at the time. She talks about the preparation of the spirit of a teacher, and the words can be a little bit hard if you read her text now, and the expectation seems too great, but it's not. And when we look at it in terms of today, it's more that she's speaking of self-care and what we know today to be self-care and how important it is for us as individuals to be taken care of and seen. But she also goes a little step further. And one of the quotes that she has is, as teachers, we must rid your heart of pride and anger. He must learn how to humble himself and be clothed with charity. These are the virtues he must acquire, and this inner preparation will give him the balance and poise which he will need. It seems like a lot, but really it's about learning about yourself, preparing your spirit as the adult in this classroom. We, as parents or caregivers of children in our homes, we have a similar expectation that we are able to be humble and get rid of our pride. But some of that includes dealing with our own challenges from maybe our upbringing or our experience with children before. We need to be able to understand those barriers that we have that come from within and recognize that sometimes we are triggered in our child's behavior to respond in a way that's not appropriate for our specific child. It's more about our own inner healing that needs some space. So another quote that I really think is important is, we must believe in all the good that lies hidden in the child and prepare ourselves to recognize it with loving concern. And in doing this, we are able to see our child fully while healing ourselves. It's a reparenting from those things in our childhood that may be sticky for us and are brought to the light in the behaviors of our own child. So some of the things that I do to prepare my spirit as a parent and did as a teacher is I prioritize therapy. I find that to be hugely important in giving me the tools that I need to see those parts of myself that need a little bit extra love. I do a lot of work in grounding myself through meditation or yoga or movement. And that allows for me to feel that I'm at a sense of peace and can clearly see in those moments where I feel grounded that the child or my daughter needs something, and it has nothing to do with personally offending me. It's about her needs and not about my ego. It's a lot of work. It's not easy, but preparation of the spirit or the prepared adult is such a wonderful concept in Montessori philosophy because it gives us space too. We're working to create a beautiful space for the children, but we're not lost. We are part of this too. And Maria Montessori recognized the way that teachers and parents can be these beautiful guides for children that are there to share in the love. And she saw that we needed love too, and encouraged all the adults to take care of themselves.